stage had already been won. But let me quickly say this. Thank you. I thank you. I thank each and every one of you. I am deeply, deeply grateful for what you all did. The calls to my family, the amazing show of support. And it's easy for me to speak with specificity to certain persons. I could say, for instance, that Mr. Peter Obi came to the prison to see me. I should say and say thanks to him for that. And then there is my brother Yele Showore. Not only did he call my family, like he called them, he mobilized the AAC and the Revolution Now movement behind the demand for my release. My legal team, led by Mr. Lumide Fusika, fantastic people. Then there is Professor Emiri. He lost his wife and he just lost his mother as well. In the midst of his grief, he found the grace to show up in court, argued my bail application before the Federal High Court in Ado Ekiti, even though I was only told the day before. I only informed them the day before. They all rushed to Ado Ekiti to ensure that I had legal representation. Fantastic human being. All kind of people, small and great, however you grade human being in your own reckoning, traditional rulers, sending chiefs. My hometown, I've spent more time in front of you guys than I have spent in my hometown. But the Owa of my town sent a delegation, okay? Everybody, the show of support across the entire strata of our society is humbling. It was humbling in the extreme. And I need all of you, whether I've mentioned, do I want to talk about Gigabyte in Ekiti, the Revolution Now coordinator in Ekiti, and his team, all kind of human beings that I can't even remember to mention their name as I speak with you. The Ado Ekiti prison practically became a tourist center. Big, small, everybody, people showed up. And I was being told constantly of the loud demands that you lot were making for my release. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. And I must say, in all humility, that you are the ones who came out of prison. It wasn't me. You came out of prison. You found your voices. You demanded that the right thing be done. Consistently, you made sure that I knew I wasn't walking alone. Your voices strengthened me because I heard you even beyond the walls of the prison. I heard you loud and clear. You left nobody in any doubt as to what you were demanding. It wasn't about Dele Farotimi, even though I was the one who bore your totem. It was essentially a demand by each and every one of you that the law must be allowed to rule in the situation. Now, let me be very clear. I retired from the practice of law when I turned 50. My next birthday, I'll be 57. I'm no longer a young man. I practiced that law conscientiously for at least 2 decades. I am a lawyer. Not just because I was trained as one, but because I am by nature one. I'm a Yoruba man. In my culture, it says, Ejola Ako, Baba Enikonke Koja. I am not a fool. When the magistrate spoke, the learned magistrate was very specific in the order that he gave. And even though I did not believe at the time, and I still do not believe that there was any need for that order to have been made, what he said was clear. I may not speak to the press or even to you about the case. The extent and the range of support that I have found since I came out of prison. And I realized that I am not the porcupine. It's not me. I'm just as harmless and defenseless as any of the other rabbits in this space. You will remember that for a long time, I have argued that the Nigerian is not a citizen. Complete absence of the rule of law in our country, and how this has left all of us defenseless and as praise in what has become a country of pain. I have spoken to you about this for years, I spoke to you about it, that we are all victims, that we have all become as victims in the country that we have managed to build. I told you how we were all running away. I told you how we were all running away from Nigeria because we have built an intolerable country unfit for human habitation. I have called it the evil empire. I have called it the evil empire. I've spoken to the fact that because of what we have all collectively tolerated, we have lost our country and we have become as slaves in the country that we have all built. And we are all to blame. Plus the idiot standing behind pulpits as I'm speaking with you, preaching injustice and lies to the people and helping them to normalize the madness that has overtaken all of us. I said this for years. So I am just as much a victim as each and every one of you. These are the first tears I have shed since my friend Ogunlanu died. I'm not given to tears, and I'm sorry. See, back to the issue. We all built this. We made this mess together, and it will take all of us to resolve the mess that we have made. It will take all of us. Without all of us functioning as one, the way you found the grace to function as one in the last month, you all acted as one. It wasn't about being Christian, being Muslim. They divided us along too many lines. Damn! We stopped being human because we became Nigerians. They divided us and we fell for it. Because you wouldn't see me as a Yoruba man, you spoke for me. Because you wouldn't see me as a Christian, you spoke for me. Because you spoke. Because you spoke. Because you spoke. Because you spoke, Nigeria couldn't happen to me. Because you spoke. The only reason Nigeria couldn't happen to me is because you spoke. You spoke. That is why Nigeria couldn't happen to me. And yeah, Nigeria couldn't happen to me. Emu, Eki, Biteru Reko. You found your voices. I became you. And in our collective, You couldn't be silenced. And I could not be silenced. So it wasn't me.